Hello guys, welcome back again to my channel and welcome to another video. This is the video where I'll be dropping matches that I think will produce over 2.5 goals. That is, in these matches I'll be dropping in this video come this weekend. At the end of 90 minutes, I believe that from both teams combined, there will be at least 3 goals to be scored in these matches. So if this is your first time on the channel, please do not forget to subscribe. I always say subscribe and turn on your notifications so that, because I post a lot of games, a lot of predictions, a lot of videos on this channel. So if you want to subscribe and turn on those your notifications, immediately I post the game, you are going to see it. You know that odds usually drop, and these odds drop very, very fast. So make sure you subscribe and turn on your so that you will be seeing it. And then also, like, leave a comment. These games now that I'll be dropping, just tell me what you think about it in the comment section. If you agree with it, tell me. If you do not agree with it, tell me. Everything, drop your opinions. I'm waiting to hear from you. I'm waiting to hear what you think. So like I said, I'll be dropping 5 matches that I think are going to play over 2.5 goals this coming weekend. And these 5 matches, I picked matches, teams that are historically known for high scoring encounters. Those are the teams that I picked here to produce this over 2.5 goals. And I'm going to get right into the video straight away without wasting any more time. So the first game I have here is in the German Bundesliga, which is the match between Borussia Dortmund and FC Augsburg. Now, this is a game where definitely it is very, very critical that there's going to be at least 3 goals in this game. Now, let me give you some of my reasons. Let me begin with Borussia Dortmund. We've seen the recent matches of Borussia Dortmund that Dortmund alone score at least 2 goals in almost every match they play. Let me go as far as November 2020. Okay, that was December 2025. That was the last time Dortmund played a game and Dortmund scored only 1 goal in their match. So we've seen that Dortmund always score at least 2 goals, whether they end up winning or losing. Dortmund alone always score twice in most of their matches. We expect that coming into any game, Dortmund are going to score at least 2 goals in their match. Now that is for Dortmund. That is for Dortmund attack. Now let's look at the defense of Dortmund. We've seen Dortmund concede in almost every one of their matches. If you take a look at the last 7 matches of Dortmund, they conceded against Cologne, they conceded 3 times against Bayern, they conceded 4 against Atalanta, they conceded twice against RB Leipzig before they kept clean sheet against Mainz and Atalanta. So this just shows how vulnerable Dortmund defense is and how effective Dortmund attack is. So now moving over to Augsburg, the last 6 matches of Augsburg have produced over 2.5 goals in 3 of their last 6, but Augsburg have conceded in about 4 of their last 6 matches. Now looking at the away matches of Augsburg in the league, we've seen that Augsburg have conceded in all of their last 6 away matches. So this game between Dortmund and Augsburg, I believe it is one of the safest games that we can play over 2.5 goals come this weekend. Because first, we've seen how efficient Dortmund attack is, and then coming to the fact that definitely Augsburg are going to score against Dortmund. Augsburg are currently 9th in the Bundesliga, and Augsburg always try as much to produce at least a goal. So this is a game where I see a 2-1 or a 3-1 win for Dortmund at the end of this match. At the end of 90 minutes, I see Dortmund winning this game about 2-1 or 3-1, but 3 goals, I'm certain 3 goals comes out in this game. Now let's go to the second match to play over 2.5 goals this weekend. Now this match is in the Scottish League, and I picked Rangers. The match is between St Mirren and Rangers, but obviously the match favors Rangers to win this game. But we've seen that Scottish League, and especially Rangers, though the last match of Rangers, they played 0-0 with Celtic in the cup. Okay, that was a cup game. Their league game with Celtic, they played 2-2, and then they drew 2-2 with Livingston, and then Rangers won Hearts 4-2. Point I'm making is Rangers, like, they score as much as they concede, or they concede as much as they score. I don't know how to put it, but anyhow you put it, Rangers matches almost always produce over 2.5 goals. Now let's look at the away matches of Rangers in the league. Rangers have also scored at least twice in most of their matches. St Mirren are one of these teams that in their home matches in the league, their results are mixed. Their results are usually mixed. Last 6 matches, they produced over 2.5 in 4 of their last 6 matches. So this is the second match that I believe will produce over 2.5 goals come this weekend because of the teams involved. So I picked St Mirren and Rangers in the Scottish League as the second match to play over 2.5 goals this weekend. Now moving on, let's go to the third match that I picked for us to play over 2.5 goals this weekend, and I've come back to the German Bundesliga, the match between VfB Stuttgart and RB Leipzig. This is the third match that I'm convinced that there will be over 2.5 goals this weekend, because Stuttgart, most of their matches always produce goals, and Leipzig. Now, let me look at the recent matches of these two. Their last 6 matches, Stuttgart have produced over 2.5 goals in 3 of their last 6 matches. RB Leipzig have produced over 2.5 goals. No, that their last 6 matches, Stuttgart have produced over 2.5 goals in 5 of their last 6 matches, while RB Leipzig have produced over 2.5 goals also in 5 of their last 6 matches. We are playing like these two teams, they almost always produce over 2.5 goals in almost all of their matches, and I know that for a certainty, this game between Stuttgart and Leipzig is going to bring out over 2.5. If you ask for my prediction, I think RB Leipzig may win like 3-1 or 3-2 in this game. That is because Stuttgart played in the Europa League, and Stuttgart may be, in as much as their legs may be tired, they may also be reserving their leg for the next game in the Europa League. But RB Leipzig did not play midweek game, so RB Leipzig have fully fit legs. I think the game will end in 3-1 for RB Leipzig or 3-2, but over 2.5 goals, that one is non-negotiable. And that was the third match that I picked that will produce over 2.5 goals this weekend. Now, moving on to the fourth match to produce over 2.5 goals this weekend. This match is also in the German Bundesliga, and it is the match between Bayer Leverkusen and Bayern Munich. I just had to pause a little because there's no point analyzing this game too much. Once you see Bayern Munich, we just expect over 2.5 goals. Sometimes only Bayern Munich will bring out over 2.5 goals most of the time. Now, Bayern don't even need to rest players for their Champions League because they've already qualified from the Champions League. Atalanta cannot win them 6-0 or 5-0. That is realistically impossible. So Bayern will just come here and do their thing, and I expect Bayern to win this game 3-1 or 3-2. Leverkusen now will be solidly preparing to face Arsenal next week, and this same Leverkusen now may be trying not to lose this game to Bayern Munich, but they're just going to lose. Let's leave it at that. Over 2.5. That's my prediction in this game between Bayer Leverkusen and Bayern Munich. And that was the fourth match that I picked for us to play over 2.5 goals this weekend. Let's go to the last match to play over 2.5 goals this weekend. This match is in the Netherlands Eredivisie, the match between Feyenoord and Excelsior. Excelsior are currently a team that have failed to excel so far in the league, but the last 5-6 times that this Excelsior and Feyenoord played, we've seen over 2.5 goals in 5 of the last 6 matches, though Excelsior have managed to win just once, and that was like in 2019. That was the only time Excelsior have a match victorious against Feyenoord. Since then, they have not drawn. Feyenoord have back consistently been winning this Excelsior team. That's why I said they failed to excel so far. And then Feyenoord that cannot meet up with the league. They are just chasing for a top 3, top 2 finish in the league this season, but they cannot meet up with PSV. PSV has left them behind in the league this season. And then Feyenoord last 6 matches, they produced over 2.5 in 3. But their last match with NAC Breda, a lot of goals came out. If you look at Excelsior, they've produced over 2.5 goals in 4 of their last 6 matches. And looking at more statistics that we have here, Excelsior conceded at least 2 goals in almost all their matches. So this is a match. The last 6 matches between Feyenoord and Excelsior, Feyenoord have won them with at least 3 goals margin in the last 6 times these two teams. Feyenoord like not winning 3-0, at least 3 goals margin. I'm going to go back to that to check it, but the last 8 home matches of Feyenoord in this Eredivisie have produced over 2.5 goals as well. Now, like I said, over 2.5 goals in the last 8 home matches of Feyenoord in the Netherlands Eredivisie, and I expect that trend to continue. So this was the last match that I picked for us to play over 2.5 goals this weekend, and I'm going to be doing a very quick recap on this game so that in case you missed it along the line, you are going to see it. 5 matches to play over 2.5 goals this weekend. These 5 matches, I picked them from leagues that are historically known for scoring goals, and these 5 matches come out about 8 odds. And these 5 matches come out about 8 odds. The first match I have is in the German Bundesliga, the match between Borussia Dortmund and Augsburg. The second I have is in the Scottish Premiership, the match between St Mirren and Rangers. The third match I have is in back to the German Bundesliga, the match between VfB Stuttgart and RB Leipzig. The fourth match I have, also in the German Bundesliga, the match between Bayer Leverkusen and Bayern Munich. And then the last match I have is in the Netherlands Eredivisie, the match between Feyenoord, Rotterdam, and Excelsior. And these 5 matches, like I said, come out about 8 odds. And all things being equal, we should win these 5 matches this weekend because I picked very, very safe games that will produce over 2.5 goals. Please let me know your opinions and your thoughts in the comment section. Which of these matches do you doubt that will produce 3 goals? Please drop it in the comment section. Let me know so that we can as well exchange ideas for this weekend so that each and everybody will know what is the safest and what is not the safest. Thanks for watching. Please share this video with your friends, share with your family, share with your loved ones, share with your village people, and share with your enemies. And also, do not forget to subscribe and turn on your notifications. Thanks once again for watching. Good luck to us. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.